Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos with the occasional new release video of items that I am listing in my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that little notification bell, and that way you'll always be notified when I do load a new video. And if you give me a thumbs up, that lets me know that you enjoy this kind of content. Now, as usual, I am a bit late to the game, but I just wanted to do a quick video, and I truly am hoping it's a quick video of my projected monthly budget for the month of April. Now, I actually like writing in the monthly budget, but let me just get last month's one. So I like doing all of this configuration. I do. I think it's pretty, and I like how, honestly, I like seeing my own writing. But I did come up with this monthly budget worksheet, and it is a free PDF on my blog, and I'll go ahead and link my blog below. And I thought, well, I had it and I didn't want to waste it, so I'll just go ahead and use it for this month. But essentially it is just the top half of this here, and then the savings I actually have on a different page, and we'll talk about that in another video. So for the month of April, I always get paid on the 5th and the 20th, and that's payday. And as I've mentioned, and I will continue to mention, again, depending on where you are in this journey with me, I don't feel comfortable listing my income. I don't know why, because I share lots of other things here, but I don't, that's not something I'm comfortable with. So the amounts that you see here is basically the amount that is left after I pay all of my fixed expenses. So all of my credit cards and my student loan get paid on the paycheck on the 5th, and that's why the remaining is so small. My housing and iTunes, I think that's it, come out of the paycheck on the 20th. And so basically I'm always funding the next month with the previous month because of the way that I do my bills. Now I could split up my credit cards so that half get here, but then that means I'd have to track it, and I don't want to, so I just pay everything on the 5th. And then I do have a carryover cushion in my checking account because I don't want it to truly go to zero, although I do consider this a zero-based budget, and that's 100. I don't know if I will have any left over in my cash envelopes, because again, the cash envelopes for April were funded with my March 20th paycheck, so we're not going to expect anything, but if there is, then we'll deal with that later in the month. We're going to put Etsy here because I do have 2 Etsy shops, and I have yet to have included them because it's not consistent. So I'm not going to expect anything, but there has actually been some actual, so we'll deal with that again, probably on the check that hits on the 20th. And I do have a blog, so we're not going to expect anything because as of right now there is nothing there, but again, we're going to manifest positivity and income like LaShawn says. Love her channel, I'm going to link that below. And then miscellaneous, I don't know what that would be, but let's just put it there. So the expected right now is 0. The actual, we'll figure that out. And then we are going to fund cash envelopes, and that will be for May 2019, because again, that money is going to help me pay for next month. I don't know if you can see these. And then sinking funds, because I do have some sinking funds account. And so cash envelopes, we're expecting to fund that at 200, sinking funds at 100. snowball because I do have about $40,000 in credit cards that I am trying to pay off. So we're projecting $145. Savings, we are projecting $65. Any extra debt payment, we're not expecting, because the extra debt payment, at least in my mind, would come either from either excess cash envelope monies or Etsy monies. So we're not going to account for it, but again, we will square this off at the end of the month. And the cushion, because again, I do want to keep $100 in my checking account at all times, and then any other expenses. Now, when I made this worksheet, I assumed that, like most people, because if you watch Tara Gay, Cassandra, Lushan, Journal Talk with V, Budgeting Journey, if you watch any of their videos, their expenses for the month are quite long, only because they're also including their credit cards. So they're listing all of their debt out here. So when I made this for people to be able to print out, I took that into account for my purposes, because I'm paying my credit cards before you even see this. I didn't need that much space, but again, I had already had this printed out, so I figured I would use it. So that, if you look, these numbers are exactly the same as these numbers here. So I can put down the totals so that we have a jumping off point. Because again, this is probably not going to be used. And if it is, then I can always white it out. But we're doing 610 here. So if you can see, I don't have a lot of wiggle room between the remaining part of my income and what I'm using that for. But again, we're going to make it work. But this is my projected, or this is my April budget for 2019. We'll actually do actuals at the end of the month once I have all of these line items filled. And I think that's the problem I had last month. I did the budget late, and then I did the actual, and then thought I could also do a recap, but it ended up being the same thing. So yeah. Anyway, guys, not super exciting, but I was going to do this tonight anyway, so I thought I'd have you guys join me on this. And as always, aloha.